After the running of the inaugural Just Believe Australian Trotters Grand Prix, great to catch up with Malcolm Wells. Firstly, Malcolm, that was a ripping race for a start. It was a little bit different too.
It was very different. Kang Zahara certainly is a great horse, and we came tonight being the inaugural running of the Just Believe Trotters Grand Prix. She won well, and she's a very good horse.
She won terrific, different style, wasn't out in front, getting soft leads, and that handed up. I reckon they've got a plan. I think they're now hatching a plan for the next stage by the looks. But a worthy winner of the inaugural running of it. And I'm sure if anyone was going to, you'd love a champion to be taking that mantle.
Oh, absolutely. Oddly enough, I always thought it'd be Kiang Chucky that would take over the mantle from Just Believe. But, he's been off the scene now for almost 12 months. They've got a stable that absolutely flies the leads. And, she's a damn good mare.
We've got a very impressive one about to step out again, Julie Ballerini as well, so we can't forget about her. They've got, as you say, an enormous field of horses going through. Harry, been retired for, a year and a half has it been now?
A bit over 12 months. He had the surgery about this time 12 months ago, and then had his rehab. Went to Living Legends back in July. His last run was in New Zealand in November. We knew he was done at that stage, and it was getting back to Australia, get Jess and Greg's vet, check him over, and just to confirm that, yes, retirement was going to be the right option for him. And as sad as it was the right thing for the horse. And, importantly, as owners, we wanted him to go out on top and to be remembered as a champion.
Been down to see him?
Yeah, been down to see him a couple of times. He's certainly enjoying it out there at Living Legends. And, and we'll probably duck out there some stage before the weather starts turning again, just to see him again.
Duncan was out there the other day. How is life after a whirlwind from him, and you've had a winner since, and you got a nice little trotter actually with Husey, which is terrific.
Yeah.
But how is life? How do you see harness racing once he sort of stepped aside?
Yeah. Look, I've got to take my hat off to people like Matt and Bernard. I think the industry is starting to turn around, and I think there's light coming towards the end of the tunnel. We don't get as many winners these days as what we used to. Mind you, we've got a trotter over in Adelaide about to do the Adelaide Cups over there. That oddly enough, the 2021 Sydney Inter-Dominion Just Believe and Is That a Bid were going up there for Mick Hughes, and whether or not you can believe it or not, we actually thought in 2021 Is That a Bid was the better of the two horses, and he broke a bone in his foot a week out from the Inter-Dominion here, and ran his last 400 metres with a broken bone in his foot, just to go show how courageous he was. And look, it's taken us 3 years to get him back on the track.
So he's always going to Adelaide.
Yeah, wow. He's doing well. He had a campaign up in Albion Park with Shannon Price, and I sent him up there just to change up his routine. She does a bit of water work with her horses, and his first two runs back in Adelaide were actually track records. So at one stage there we actually had 3 track records at Albion Park, one with Just Believe and 2 with Is That a Bid, it wasn't just making the standard and the grade up there in Brisbane, so we've brought him down, and Ryan's got him in Adelaide, and is going to do a Cups campaign with him over there and see how he goes. He was pretty impressive, winning at his first start on Monday at Globe Derby. and starts his Cups campaign on Monday at Port Prairie with the Cardinia.
Cardinia Cup, Trotters Cup,
yeah.
At Port Pirie though.
At Port Pirie, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, you still got the wood and the fire and the iron there with a couple.
Yeah, it's still got an iron in the fire. The one with Mick Hughes is coming along nicely, and I actually, the first horse that I bred actually qualified at the trials this morning. So I don't think she's going to be a star, but you never know. As long as she can go to the track and be competitive and win a race or two, we'll be happy with that.
What's it by? Because I know we had a discussion one day on...
it's by Elite Stride out of Just Anything. Just Anything is half-sister to Adele, who raced in the Inter-Dominion and was pretty competitive, down here in Melbourne and also in Brisbane.
What's Adele by?
Orlando Vici.
Good man. Lucky, we did get it. Anyone wondering, that's the sire of Just Believe as well. So he's got an amazing record, actually. Orlando Vici's an awesome sire.
He's got an absolutely incredible record. And, and we're positive. I actually looked at the stats the other day. Of all the Elite Strides that made it to the track as 2-year-olds, 72% of them actually won a race.
Yeah. You're halfway there.
So we're halfway there. So we're hoping this girl, can get to the track and win a couple of races, and we'll see and have a bit of fun.
Very good, mate. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me.
Good on you.
Great to see you here on track. I'd say remembering you, mate, who achieved so much here and everywhere else around the world as well. So thank you very much for joining me.
And I think that is probably one of the saddest things about the whole experience, that, Greg's not here. I remember when it was announced 12 months ago, Greg and Jess were, proud as punch about the race being named after Just Believe, and were hoping that one day they'd have a runner. But great man. Miss him dearly.
Malcolm, couldn't have said it better myself. Well done, and thank you very much.
Good on you. Thanks, Paul.